Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we got a bit in the WWE folder, a little bit in the NXT folder, and a few bits in the fun folder as well. But we're going to start here with the WWE folder. So it was announced on NXT that next week they did have plans to do the show from Tampa, but my understanding is that due to slow ticket sales, they've actually cancelled that event now. So next week's show is actually going to be at the Performance Center. It is obviously a bit disappointing that they weren't able to shift those tickets, but the thing is, Tampa is being taken over this weekend by WWE. I believe SmackDown, Saturday night's main event, NXT Battleground, Raw, and then they tried to do NXT in Tampa as well. Like, that's a lot of shows to try and do over one weekend. That's a big commitment that you are asking for from local WWE fans. I'm sure people will fly in, of course. But, yeah, it's only Saturday night's main event. You know, it's not like a big PLE. They're just trying to make like a big weekend out of it, which I really appreciate because we're going to be all over that weekend. But I think you can sort of understand why the NXT show has suffered in regards to ticket sales. Certainly when you think how expensive tickets are at the moment as well. So, yeah, back to the Performance Center for NXT next week, unfortunately. But there we go. So, Larry, thank you. As well as that, look, here we've had a bit of information. I've received several inquiries regarding the change in the start time for Raw on June 30th, right? In the PPG Paints Arena. The show is going to begin at 5:30 instead of 7:30. And I can confirm from conversations with people at the arena that this adjustment was made to accommodate a possible taping. So we've spoken about this before. Just a little bit of an update that it looks like there is going to be a taping. At the moment, there is no show planned, live show planned for July 4th. And that's because the 4th of July is obviously a massive deal in America. So no show planned. That means that SmackDown, the 4th of July, is likely going to be taped on the Monday. So it looks like there's going to be a bit of disruption with this show, the Raw, on June 30th. Looks like it's going to be taped, and then they're also going to tape SmackDown for July 4th. And it's all going to cause a little bit of disruption there. So if you're going to this show, though, Raw, June 30th, you might be getting treated to like some SmackDown stuff as well. So, yeah, it's something we've touched on before, just worth being aware of. This, to me, is the big news of the day. So this coming from PW Insider. There's been talk internally that WWE is lining things up to finally launch NXT Europe. Now, NXT UK ended a few years ago, and they said the reason for that was because NXT Europe was coming, and that was going to replace it. Now, obviously, we had a sale, and TKO took over, and Vince left, and so much carnage, so much change, that you can understand that this has kind of fallen off the agenda. Well, it looks like it's back. NXT Europe. So I think it would probably be based in London, but obviously not all the shows would be in London or in the UK. I think that we know now there's a hunger for WWE in France, in Belgium, in the Netherlands, in Germany. You can go to Spain. I'm sure you could go to Portugal. You could do Italy. Like, you can really get around Europe. So I think they would want to do that, but it wouldn't surprise me if predominantly we were based in the UK. I think the UK is the real hotbed when it comes to Europe. That is where, obviously, the fandom is at its strongest, but big opportunities for growth on mainland Europe, right? So, yeah, what that roster would look like, no idea. But if you think about NXT UK, Gunther, Pretty Deadly, Ilya Dragunov, Lyra Valkyria, Piper Niven, Kaylee Ray, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, like, there's a healthy list of talent like JD McDonough as well that came out of NXT UK. They all started off in NXT UK, made their way to NXT, made their way to the main roster, just gives you a glimpse of the kind of talent that is available over in Europe. So this is so exciting. This would be a new brand. It would be a new show. I mean, if you was watching NXT UK back in the day, it's going to be very similar to that, of course, but it's just going to be more European focused. So no details on it. No idea what the roster would look like. No idea when it's going to start. No idea where it's being filmed. Absolutely nothing apart from this, but something we have been waiting for. Very, very exciting news, and we'll be all over this. I will do watch-alongs and everything for this. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm waiting. I want to go to the tapings and see it myself. I'm very, very excited for this. Very excited. This is great news. So, Edward, shout out to you, buds. Ryder, shout out to you. So the post-Backlash episodes of Raw garnered the second lowest number of views since moving to Netflix. The show scored 2.7 million views globally for the week per Netflix data. That is down 4% from the previous week. So, and the amount of hours viewed down 11%. So we're seeing a bit of a slump post-WrestleMania, which there's no great shock. That always happens. But obviously now it makes you just question, is there any more we could be doing? Anything more we could be doing? You know, are there any like really good feuds we could be doing? Or is this just normal right now? Because we do always see a step down after WrestleMania. So yeah, the post-Backlash episode getting the second lowest number of views. Little bit of a concern, but until we see like a pattern emerge, not anything that's too worried about at this stage. It's pretty normal, to be honest. Oh, and just as I was about to go live, this came through only 18 minutes ago from Elite Rockers. They're getting this from Wrestle Binge. Not a source I'm overly familiar with, to be honest, but Zoey Stark is undergoing an MRI and will be heading into surgery following her injury on Raw this week. I have seen no other update other than this, right? There's been no word from Zoey herself. We checked earlier. No message from her. There's been no other mention, nothing on Fightful Select. Not seen anything. I mean, to be honest, I just don't think there's any news to report. I'd imagine she's had scans, had checks. So, yeah, nothing has actually kind of come out yet. But this is the only thing I've seen. So, per WrestleBinge, Zoey Stark undergoing an MRI scan will go into surgery following that injury. And, you know, it didn't look good. I'm not expecting good news. But, yeah, as soon as we get anything, we'll obviously bring it to you. Maybe we hear something more tomorrow. Okay, let's go NXT, shall we? So Johnny, shout out to you, said this merch setup with a star actually there is a really good setup. I agree. They've done this for quite a few people whenever there's a new shirt. So there, if you're waiting to go inside in NXT, you walk past this merch truck. And if ever there's a new shirt that's launched, they have the superstar go out, like selling them. So you can buy the shirt and you can get like an autograph from the actual wrestler as well. So Jada Parker with a new shirt. And how great is that? There she is in the truck meeting fans. I do love that. I mean, you're not getting that on the main roster, are you? That's just such a great experience if you go to NXT. Right, Carmelo Hayes has apparently deleted a post where he said to Joe Hendry, if you keep saying my name, I might have to appear. So I don't think he took too kindly to Joe Hendry's song. And keep mentioning Mello. So he's deleted it, though. I don't think there's any plans for that. I think he just wanted to kind of clap back a little bit, but apparently that has now been deleted. Right, WWE says, oh no, JC Jane was trying to help Fallon Henley, and it backfired. And Fallon said, was she, though? Was she trying to help? We've got a bit of tension brewing away, quite obviously, between Fallon and JC. A lot of people asking where Jasmine is, and word on the street is she's just got a little injury at the moment, enough to keep her off TV, but not enough for her to be out for a long time. So expecting her back in the near future. Trick Williams said, the only one who thought Joe Hendry beat me is Miles Bourne, which I thought was a really good tweet, actually. Obviously, we had the rock concert, we had the rap, And Trick Williams is saying, the only person that thought that Joe Hendry beat me was Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne, of course, being deaf. So there we go. I thought it was a pretty fun tweet from Trick. Joe Hendry stands tall on the Go Home show. Interesting. So Fightful are just wondering, well, historically, and it is not an exact science anymore, this doesn't work as well as it used to, but historically, if you stood tall on the Go Home show, that meant you was losing at the pay-per-view. Again, not an exact science, but the percentages would tell you that that was usually the case, more often than not. I don't know that this means anything, honestly. But they're just saying, interesting, noticing. So could it be that Trick Williams becomes the new TNA champion on Sunday? That would be big news if that's where we go. And talking of Sunday, here's the cards. So Oba versus Miles, pretty bonkers match, but I'm looking forward to it. Stephanie taking on Jordan. That'll be really good. Really looking forward to that. Should bang. Stacks against Tony. Really looking forward to that. Joe against Trick. I think, two hot stars. I'm confused by the feud, as I said on the watch along, because I just sort of feel like you're splitting the crowd. I think it's really hurt Trick's aura. Joe's a very popular performer. And so some people are going to choose Joe in this feud. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll make more sense if Trick does win the TNA championship. Maybe then, it will make more sense because that's why we did it. Because we're making Trick the first signed... He'll be the first WWE signed superstar to be the TNA World Champion. To my knowledge, I'm not aware of any superstar that's under a WWE contract winning the TNA World Championship. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. That my TNA knowledge is just close to non-existent. It's not a brand I watch, but I'm not aware of that happening in the past. We've had TNA champions go on to become WWE superstars, like AJ Styles, for example. But I don't know of anyone that's been under a WWE contract that's then been TNA champion. I wonder if that's why we're doing it. I am leaning Trick getting the win there, honestly, but don't know. It's a tricky one to call. Then tonight we had 2 new matches added, which is why the graphics look different. So Soul against Kalani has been added. And also this weird 6-person tag match, which passed me by, honestly, during the show. It's going to be the Culling taking on Hank and Tank and Briggs. So there we go. Weird, very weird. Kind of feels like a pre-show match, that one, to be honest. But card looks okay. Yeah, should be fun. Right, and then we just had this as well. So people picking who was going to win out of Trick Williams or Joe Hendry with the concerts, right? I'm not really too interested in what they've got to say because obviously we've seen the performances now. But I was just more interested in Thea Hale. And look at her. I don't know what the hell she's done, but she's done something bad there. I did see this when she was with Tatum earlier on the episode. But I mean, she's really struggling to open that eye by the looks of it. She is not in a good place there at all. I don't know what she's done. I don't know if there's like some stitches or something. Yeah, I don't know. That news has passed me by. I have no idea. Doesn't look good though, does it? Doesn't look good at all. So there we go. And they were just picking who they thought would win. Some went with Trick, some went with Joe Hendry. Zoe, just a couple of things here. So here's some footage of it being slowed down and zoomed in on. Not that you desperately need to see it, but for those that never got to actually see it, I'm sure it's done the rounds and been absolutely everywhere. It's moody, isn't it? It's really moody. She puts all her weight on it. She kind of goes there and then bounces back. So all the weight goes on and then, oof. Yeah. Oh, trigger warning, by the way. Sorry if you've been triggered. So, Austin, shout out to you. Kelly the Wise Lady said, here's a full shot of what happens. Now, unfortunately, I've seen, like this one here straight away, anti-woke wrestling. literally moments after it happened, women of WWE learned to work a hold for God's sake. So, I mean, rather than people just coming out going, oh, I'm really sorry, make a speedy recovery, you have got people going, oh, it's this person's fault, oh, it's that person's fault, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, in wrestling, these things happen, yeah? I personally think that Zoey was trying to make this look really good. I think what she was trying to do is she was trying to say to Kyrie, and then before Kyrie had quite turned around, she was trying to go straight into the move so that really Kyrie would turn around into the drop kick so that it was just seamless. Just looks so good. Just, get that so that she's turning around and getting hit straight away. The problem with that is that she's not quite in the right position. And also, it's kind of, if anything goes wrong, you've got no time to react, and obviously something goes wrong here. So here's some fan footage, right? Look at where she is all the way over the other side of the ring, right? It'd be a lot easier if she was about like here, yeah? But at the moment, she's even looking in that direction. So she's going to say Kyrie to get her to turn around, right? But look, she is still looking this way. Yeah, still looking this way. She's looking here. She's started to go, right? She is going. She is still not looking, right? She is springboarding. She now turns her head as she is airborne. She now has turned her head, and look at where she is. She has got to jump the length of the ring, and she's already airborne. This is why this isn't about whose fault it is, but the one thing I will say is I am struggling with people telling me that it's Kyrie's fault, because Kyrie is not in the right position. She's not even looking. So why would she jump? Why would she go? She's all the way over the other side of the ring, looking in the other direction. Look at where Zoey is. She's already going. She's already committing to the move. Like, don't. Don't. How about call her over, get her to start walking over, then go into it? So I do struggle with it being Kyrie's fault, right? I mean, she jumps and she does not make it. I mean, she's jumping, and look at where Kyrie is. Look at where Zoey is. She's halfway across the ring. Kyrie has to make a quick dash to try and close that gap, right? She doesn't. She gets a couple of steps to there. Zoey's already landed, and she's already on that leg, isn't she? She's already on that leg. Kyrie she's just a non-factor, really. She's just a non-factor in this whatsoever. Basically, Zoey went, Kyrie turned around. Zoey was already midair, doesn't make it, and crash lands. It's not that it's anyone's fault. It's just that it's not gone to plan, right? It's not worked. And, no one has kind of suffered more as a result of that than Zoey has. But it's crazy that we get to see all this footage, because this was not shown on TV. For the longest time, the camera is focused on Kyrie, and you don't even see Zoey doing all this. So it is really, really interesting. So here, look, she's over there, goes up, tries to close that gap, and look, we just end up with a flipping disaster. Yeah. So there we go. That was Zoey. Thoughts absolutely with Zoey. It's, a flipping disaster. It's going to be a disaster for her career, because I'm sure she's out for the rest of the year. And just shows, doesn't it? I mean, with wrestling, it's not ballet. You've really got to be careful. These things can happen. And it's just not constructive to go, oh, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. It's one of those things that's happened. But the one thing I do want to say is I am struggling with those going, it's Kyrie and everything. I don't want her to get labelled with being, a bad worker or anything, when that's not quite what I'm seeing, personally. Okay, so we've done Zoey, we've done NXT, we've done WWE. I think we've got fun, community, and... oh, we got other as well. Let's go other. I don't even know what's in here. Sammy said, in terms of actual output and body of work, I would say the best tag team of all time. So the Briscoes celebrating 25 years of being a team. So Sammy, and look, Kevin responded. I mean, in the storyline world, they hate each other, but No sign of that here. Kevin saying our careers would not have been the same if we hadn't had the absolute privilege to work with and get to know Jay and Mark. Happy anniversary, boys, and thank you forever. So just a nice little bit of love being shown there towards the Briscoes. Steve, thank you. I do like this. I believe this has come from WWE Vault. So Meng's Mullet said WWE Vault have released concept art for John Tenter's 1998 return, Golga, which was a character I never was crazy about, was almost named Plague, Pestilence, Anthrax, Hazard, or Contagion. Better yet, if you look at the final shot, they almost made him look like Abyss years before Abyss. I mean, these look better designs than I think what we ended up with. I was never crazy about Golga. So here you can see these. I mean, it's great to see some of the concept art, isn't it? This is like some of the legit concept art for what they wanted the character to look like. It's pretty wild, isn't it? A lot of this is pretty wild, actually. What are those bump growths in the back? And yeah, and that one looks sick, doesn't it? So you can see the Abyss vibes in that. Looks sick. So it's great that WWE Vault have found this. I mean, I don't know why. Just in my mind, I presume they were only looking at, like, footage. I didn't realize they were looking into, like, documents and everything as well. So looks like they have really unearthed in some really fascinating stuff. Never seen any of this before. Never seen any of this before at all. Golga. I wasn't even a fan of the name, honestly. I don't know that Plague or Pestilence sucks. Anthrax. Hazard. Oh my god, it's Hazard. Contagion makes me want to do that with my hand. Contagion. Sounds like a dandy. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was just not great. But very interesting, I agree. Right, Triple H, I haven't actually watched this. This is a clip from the newest Stephanie's Places, and right there you can see she's just dreaming of one day making it in Unseen, and that day is today. So love that for her. So yeah, this is her with her new person that she's going to sit down and talk to, someone she knows very well, Triple H.
In this really weird up way, like my heart issue was a gift. Made me see things differently.
I've never heard you say that.
Made me look at life differently. You can go through life, no matter how great it is or all the things you're doing or something, and just doing it. And then it's, all of a sudden you're partway through it, have a reset and go like, holy shit, like this doesn't last forever. It's that stoic shit of the coin that I have.
I was just about to ask you about it.
You gave it to me. Memento mori. You can die at any second. This can all stop at any second. Basically saying, like, don't get caught up in all this bullshit. Life is fleeting, so, like, it can all go away at any moment. In this really weird, up way.
I'd love it if Steph turned around and went, wow. I mean, I only asked what you wanted for dinner. I mean, honestly, I was thinking chicken, but jeez. I didn't realize we were going to go down this road of life can end at any second. Oh my God. I only wanted to know if you wanted chicken or maybe lasagna. I mean, I think we've still got some. That was heavy, wasn't it? Triple H was really adamant all of this can end in a sec. Okay, yeah, got it. No, I mean, all of this can go in a second. All right, gods. Can we just go and see a film or something? Funny that at the start she was like, I've never heard you say that before. Like, don't they talk? It's weird, isn't it? When he said that his heart thing was like a blessing in disguise. She's like, I've never heard you say that before. Should be fascinating, honestly. Hey, something else that's going to be fascinating. Ariel Helwani has got Well, it looks to be Karrion Kross in the studio. So, very interesting. I don't quite know why he would have Karrion in the studio. Of all the people for WWE to give to Ariel Helwani for an interview, why would they give him someone that's struggling to get onto TV? Unless Ariel has sorted this himself with Karrion. It's a weird one, isn't it? I mean, if I'm Ariel Helwani and I speak to WWE about doing an interview with one of their talents, ideally you're thinking Punk or Roman or just Seth or... I mean, if they go, here's Karrion, you'd be like, okay, brilliant. He's amazing, but why? That's what it makes me question. Why? Why Karrion? Why is Karrion doing this? Who organised this? Because... if it's WWE that have put Karrion up for it, it does just make me wonder if they're really trying to promote and give him a platform to get his frustrations out so that we can keep building that, which is no bad thing if that is what we're doing. Like, are we doing that on purpose to try and get, like, this groundswell of support built up for him? Or did Ariel reach out to Karrion and be like, come on my show. I can't believe they're not using you. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how it got arranged. The only thing I'm saying is if it was arranged through WWE, it's a very interesting name for them to offer up, because they ain't doing anything with him. So it's a bit strange considering all the other alternatives. Love it though, because we all want the best for Karrion. So I'm not down on it. Let's not get that twisted. Just speaking out loud as to, I wonder how this came about. So, Charlie, thank you. Right, let's have a look at fun, shall we? Let's go down. There's a couple of bits in. Oh, yeah, he squeezes his boob. Yeah, squeezes his boob. Just like me with your mom. Check this out, right? Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, he was feeling oozy. Said, look at that little squeeze. I wonder what that means. Is that like... I wonder what that is. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what that is. It's just him just copping a feel, I think. This is freaky. Said to it is. It is. I need to watch it again. Look at it. No idea. Right, Salami, shout out to you, bud. Said, I know Daze will like this store. And do you know what? You are correct. Looks fantastic. So I want to give credit, though, to Wrestling J 731. So this looks like, I don't even know what's that. What the hell's that? What's Repost Plus? I don't even know what that is. So anyway, wherever you can find this person, if this is their content, it looks good. This is them going to a store. And look at that. Is that Joe Hendry? I'm guessing these are wrestlers, but I can't quite make out the other ones. That one looks like Joe Hendry, doesn't it? Figures. Lots of figures. I'm here for that. I love the Superstars ones. I can't see. I think they're like Walmart exclusives, though. But, lots of signed pictures as well. Great. Money in the Bank and the Urn, some standees and shirts. AEW. There's some more shirts. It does look great, this place. Replica belts, Money in the Bank. Very good. Very good. Where is it?
To the Wrestling Guy store in Phoenix, Arizona.
It said that. Wrestling Guy store. The Wrestling Guy store. It's great, that, isn't it? I reckon I could do that. I could run a little wrestling toy shop. When this all falls apart. When you lot get sick and tired of me and everyone leaves. I might go open up a wrestling toy shop somewhere. Right, Triple H's thoughts said, Dom is the GOAT. Dominik Mysterio is about to become a Triple Crown champion without winning a world title. Yeah, honestly, there's a little bit of a tease here. I think Finn Balor might be doing it on purpose as well. Because Finn might know that if he introduces Roxanne to the group whilst Liv's not around, you know, he might know that that dirty name for Dirty Dom. It's there for a reason. And maybe he can tempt Dirty Dom with Roxanne Perez. But yeah, imagine that. Imagine if he does get with Roxanne and these were his three ladies main roster. That is, do you know what I mean? Like Pokemon, you got to catch them all. He's done very well. Look, there's Balor on Insta. He knows what he's doing. He flipping knows, doesn't he? Oh, he knows. He knows. Look at that as well. I have got a degree in women's facial expressions, which I studied extensively at University of Life. And that is like, I hope you like these. I hope you like these. I've got something else you might like. That is what she's saying with her face. I hope you like these, because I've got something else you might like. I've got something else. I hope you enjoy these nuggies, because I've got a tendy. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. I hope you enjoy these nuggies, because I've got a tendy you might like as well. Oh my, and look here, there he is. There he is. Oh, so good, isn't it? So good. Yeah, man. That is definitely the way to his heart. Most men's hearts, actually. She's not thrilled. She's not thrilled. He's loving it. He's like, what are you up to, bro? She's like, oh, yeah. Let's go. Love that. Okay, community. Something went wrong. Well, in our community, I can believe it. Dean Parker, shout out to you, said, I was given this today. Rey Mysterio. SmackDown versus Raw. Jax. Rey Mysterio. Dean, shout out to you. Very nice. Very nice. Salami, shout out to you, but getting likes from like Alexa Bliss, Val Venus, which is a little bit controversial in 2025, honestly. He's got some pretty wild views, hasn't he? So let's go with the Alexa Bliss one, shall we? Or Annette. You got some reposts and likes from Annette as well, so congrats. Casey, shout out to you, said the kids and I had a custom belt made for Father's Day. I made it for my husband and it came in. The girls wanted to share this with you and the community. He already knows about it. We can't hide this anywhere in the house since it came in a big case. Okay. Well, I mean, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Officially the greatest kids ever. Yeah? What a gift. What an amazing gift. Like, that really will mean so, so much. And look at it. Oh, God, it's so lovely as well. Best dada ever. Honestly, if I got anything that said best on it, I would just be in tears. And if it was like this and a picture with the kids and all that, I mean, I'd be confused because I haven't got kids. But, like, do you know what I mean? Oh, my God. Amazing. Brilliant. He is going to love that. I doubt you've given it to him. Or maybe you have, maybe you haven't. He's going to absolutely love it. Look, even Wrestling Daze said fantastic. Added it to Unseen. Wow. So Wrestling Daze was a fan. So amazing. So, Casey, shout out to you. Kids, shout out to you guys. Dada, shout out to you as well. The belt, shout out to you. Brilliant. Brilliant. Love that. And Alex, shout out to you as well, said, look what happened to me on X. Ray Phoenix liked my tweet and reposted. Very nice, my friend. Congrats. So, Alex Johnson, shout out to you. Right, with that being said, let's go. Thanks, and work our way. So, Mark, shout out to you, bud. Hope you're well. Nails and MY, shout out to you. Said, I'm happy to see Swoggle and Landon make the video. Oh, is that his son? Look at this fighter. Look at this fighter right here. Yeah? Oh, my God. Get him in that influencer boxing. Yeah? Look at him go. Deadly. MLW Flash, Big Bam, WWE Ethan, Jang Tae-sang, Tommy D, Chanel, Cal, CM Chunk, Bradley, Pray User Sports, Larry, Huddle Talk, Wild Child Billy, Little Bit of a Fan, Fly Music, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Ceno Bite, Daboomer65, Miss Clown, Claire Webb, Raymond, Babs the Barbarian, Sweet Chim Wrestling, TJF 1983, and Real Wrestling Fan. Thank you for the support, my friends. Appreciate it as always. Hope you enjoyed today's Unseen. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.